Oscar, what do you want? My boy, my boy. What scene from Harry Potter am I referring to? Drop it in the comments if you know, and you get 10 points for Gryffindor. Or Hufflepuff, shall I say, if I want to give you a tip. My boy. Hey, BT. You don't know what movie referral for Harry Potter I'm making because you're not far enough into the Harry Potter universe yet, but I'm still hopeful. I believe in you. One day you'll know. Thank you for the sparkles, Shane. Appreciate it. Harry Potter 2. Nice. Is it more sparkles? Oh, thanks. I like my sparkles. That's my favorite emoji, I guess. I use that all the time. I appreciate that. How's it going, Shane and everyone? Hi, Resi. Guten Abend nach Österreich. Guten Abend aus Tennessee. Hier ist es auch Abend mittlerweile. Let's see. Hi, Abdel. Hello, hello. Thank you. Blessings to you too, Shane. Good people deserve good things. Thanks for the coin. Appreciate it. Kurzes Hallo, Josh. Danke. Alles gut. Ich mache Köttbullar oder Köttbullar, if you say it in Swedish. Also bei Ikea nicht Köttbullar sagen, sonst gibt es Dresche von denen. Wahrscheinlich nicht ganz so extrem, aber es heißt Köttbullar. Köttbullar. Kött means Fleisch. Und Bulla means Klößchen. Habe ich das gerade Deutsch mit Englisch zusammengemischt? Naja, ihr wisst, ihr versteht es ja zum Glück. So. So today we're making Swedish meatballs. I'm gonna try to make them as fast as possible because our light is leaving us. Not the light inside of me, hopefully. Please stay with me a little bit longer. But the light outside the window is leaving us in the kitchen, so we don't want to be here in the dark because we do not like the ceiling light because it makes me look very weird. I do not enjoy the ceiling light above me. It's not very flattering, and usually I don't care about that stuff. You know, I make my videos like this with like double chin and everything, but that ceiling light in the live stream for some reason it's really bothering me because it like blinds me, and then I have to read the stream down there, and it just doesn't work very well. So I prefer having natural light around me. Dankeschön, Jane. Appreciate it. Swedish meatballs. Well, I'm making them with meat. I'm not making them for me. I'm making them for the hub for lunch tomorrow. So, and I'm gonna freeze the rest so I have some on hand. So, with the meatballs, I will make some mashed potatoes. I already made some mushroom gravy yesterday that I put in a glass and I keep it in the fridge. And hi Lone Wolf, was macht der Biss? Alles wie gehabt. My brown recluse bite is still not doing much. It's just if you look closely, it has like this dark bite mark a little bit. It's not elevated, it's not swollen. It feels a little harder and tender inside. Like my muscle feel like I trained my muscles very hard. Like it looks like I made like I did biceps curls with my finger. That's how it feels like. With a little weight on top, but I didn't. So it feels a little weird. Bullseye. Ja, es ist aber nicht so drumherum irgendwie. Es ist eher in der Mitte rot und dann drumherum eher so ein bisschen blasser. Keine Ahnung. I'm doing good. How about you, Lone Wolf? Resi, nie, aber sehr selten. Wenn ich nicht muss, sage ich mal dann nicht. Also müssen muss ich ja sowieso nicht, aber wenn ich jetzt bei Freunden bin oder bei älteren Leuten eingeladen bin und die da jetzt keine Alternative haben, gerade hier im ländlichen Raum, esse ich schon was. Ich versuche dann halt so die Beilagen mehr zu essen und probiere dann mal was oder so, wenn die was anbieten. Aber jetzt zielgerichtet esse ich keins. wenn du verstehst, was ich meine. Und bei dir eigentlich habe ich mich auch schon mal gewundert, weil du dich mit Vemondo auskennst von Lidl. Wollte ich auch noch drauf antworten, habe ich ganz vergessen. Kenne ich sehr gut die Marke, hat mein Papa auch mal gekauft, beziehungsweise wir zu Hause haben das immer gegessen. Thanks for the star, BT, and sorry for blubbering English, German. Double chin, you have a normal chin. Be thankful you don't have an Eau Rouge chin. Famous corner. Oh, okay. That's new to me. I didn't know that. And I do have a double chin sometimes if I bend my head down. But it's part of me. Better have two chins than no chin. That's what I say. You know. In Germany we say double lasts longer. So, das kann etwas dauern, bis es schlimmer wird, ohne Angst machen zu wollen. Ich weiß. I know brown will lose, but doesn't always have to be bad immediately. It can take days or weeks until it goes bad, but we'll stay hopeful. So far, so good. So, jetzt aber. Zack, zack. Zack, zack, for everyone that doesn't speak German, zack, zack means hurry. You can just say zack, zack. You want someone to hurry up or, you know. I need a bigger chopping board. Just a itty bitty chopping board is not ideal. So, okay, so for my Swedish meatballs, they are different from regular meatballs, Italian meatballs, whatever meatballs. So, and it's a little bit of a difference in spices. So, let me show you. Also, your fridge is empty and you're not getting any more. Okay, so you can use vegan minced meat for this. Okay, so you don't have to use normal meat. Since I'm not making this for myself, and the hubby sometimes likes to have some meat in his diet, so I'm not fully opposed if he wants it, he gets it, you know. Compromises. Everyone compromises. So I'm not forcing my ideologies on him, and he's not forcing his. And we find a common ground in the middle. We have like 90% vegetarian diet, and then there's 10% where it's like some cheese, or 90% plant-based, and then there's like 10% where it's like cheese, sometimes like some sour cream, and then sometimes meat for him. So I have white bread from the German bakery, which is like really good bread. It's not the same as German bread. It's certainly not comparable, but it's as close as it gets. So it is just like 5 ingredients, super simple, you know. So it's good stuff, and it's organic. So got my white bread. So with the Swedish meatballs, you have white bread. At least that's how I learned it. You soak the white bread, you let it go stale a little bit, so don't use super fresh one, which I did, but last time I let it go dry first. Today it's like semi-dry. You soak it with half and half, or cream or milk, whatever works for you. I'm from Germany, but I live in the United States. So you soak the bread with milk or cream or anything if you want to have it more indulgent, I guess. Green definitely fits you more than you will probably ever know. Thank you, Buziak. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't have many green clothes, but I feel comfortable in green. I like the color. It's like nature, I guess. I like me trees, so I like me green. Although my favorite color is blue, I guess. But all colors are nice, you know, in their own way. So here's the bread. Also, if you add bread to the meatballs, it's a very European thing to add bread to your meatballs. Not only do you get more mass, like more out of your meat, so sounds weird, but you don't have to use as much meat, but you get more meatballs, you know, so you can stretch it basically, and it also binds it very well and gives it a better texture. Mean clothes ist nahe böse. Wer was? Habe ich das gesagt? Ich bin kein Veganer, aber ich habe die tierischen Produkte reduziert, kann nur noch die veganen Nuggets essen, dass ich weiß, dass in den Chicken Nuggets keine kleine Küken sind. Ja, geht mir auch so. So sieht es bei mir auch aus. Ich war mal eine Zeit lang tatsächlich sehr strikt pflanzenbasiert, also vegan, aber manche haben ein Problem damit, wenn du das sagst und dann weg zu vegetarisch gehst, was ich verstehen kann. Aber andere Länder, andere Sitten und Umstände. Aber ja, ich war mal sehr strikt für mehrere Jahre und habe dann alles Mögliche ausprobiert. Und jetzt bin ich okay damit, ein paar vegetarische Sachen mit einzubinden. India is cool. I've never been, but I have many subscribers here from India, and they're all super nice and friendly and polite and funny. Oscar, calm down. It's okay. Oscar sitting in the cat bed right now. So, seems like today we're having a very relaxed stream. No one, not many people that are usually not here watching. I honestly enjoy those really chill live streams. Adding the meat. I added the onions too. So I'm using mixed ground meat. So it's like a mix of beef, pork. You can just use whatever you like, honestly, of course. So let me put some spices in real quick. I don't want to over mix it. So you don't want to have like super chewy meatballs. That's why you don't over mix the dough, in advance. Oh, sorry. I didn't scroll down. I thought it was stopped there. Hey, Oma, I'm fasting today. I had a jalapeno bagel for breakfast and mango smoothie. Ooh, sounds good. Hi, I'm making Swedish meatballs right now. Thank you. Heck yeah. Appreciate that, Ruziak. Okay, so I have no idea what that's called in English. Well, it probably says allspice. Allspice is a weird name for it. It is piment in German. So piment is like a XXL peppercorn with a very distinct taste. So I'm adding piment to it. Quite a bit actually. It just gives it a distinguished flavor that's different from other meatballs. Sea salt. Right from the coast of Sweden, of course. Imported for my Swedish meatballs. I wouldn't use anything less. Of course not. We're not rich. Schlinge, ja, Schlinge seid ihr hier alle. Und ihr wisst, was Schlinge verdient haben. Den Löffel. Aber heute bin ich mal gnädig, ist ja schon spät und es ist ja Wochenende. Zumindest hier. In America we have a long weekend because Friday is off for people that are working. Which I'm not upset about. We need one egg. And I got farm fresh eggs right here, but I still need to wash them. They're full of chicken poop. Goodness gracious. So I'm using the ones over here that I have already washed. I can show you. Those are my chicken poop eggs. All colored. Like blue, green, brown, white. Really nice. Hey Shuriken, am Ende des Jahres habe ich einen Haufen Hochlauferabdrücke auf dem Rücken. Nicht nur auf dem Rücken. Ich sag mal nicht mehr, aber du weißt, was ich meine. Schlimmer geht immer. How you doing, Shuriken? Daisy is here too. He's trying to receive some spoon spankins. But we'll do that later. So anyone that needs some, let me know. I'm here for you. Trying to help wherever I can, you know. Gotta give back to the community somehow. So, anyone's in need of a spanking, we're here for you. Oscar's gonna be the emotional support animal. Although we're probably doing the spoon confessions on Sunday. And don't mistake that for anything religious, obviously. I'm not trying to like make fun of that. I'm a believer and I'm not trying to be silly about it. It's just a silly term I came up with. Spoon confessions. It has nothing to do with any religion, of course. Thank you for being my friend. Of course, Jamal. And we are friends. I think we all should be friends in this world. I don't see anything that speaks against that. I think it would make life a little bit easier. But yeah, sure can we make a Swedish meatballs in case you were wondering what's going on here. Hi to Indonesia. It's a very chill stream today. I'm very surprised. YouTube has been like drowning me with viewers. I mean, not drowning, but for my channel size, it was really a lot. Last few times where I could barely catch up if I wasn't like actively reading. So I'm very happy it's really chill right now, to be honest. Did I add everything I need? Pepper, piment, salt, egg, cream, meat, bread. I think so. I think we did. Emotional support starter pack. Love yourself. You are a wonderful human being. For a woman, he doesn't deserve you if he ends the relationship. True. Period. Martin got all the knowledge over here. Thanks for sharing that. You're better than this. Sis, you can do better than this. But yeah, that is very true. If someone leaves you, let them go. There's no reason to hold on to anything. Nothing belongs to you in this world. Not your partner, not your pet, not your house, not your money. Technically not even your body. Once you're gone, you're not gonna take it with you. It all stays here on this earth. So it's all just borrowed for the time being. So treat it nicely because, you know, isn't that what you usually do when you rent a car? You would treat it nicely because you don't want to pay the cost at the end for the whole car. Swedish meatballs sounds good for sure. I made some a while ago and they were pretty good too. So I hope they're turning out well, but I'm not sure. We never know. Bite is biting. It's like you can see it's a little like darker red here, but it's like really just like this area. And sometimes it almost looks like normal skin. Sometimes I don't even recognize it. It kind of depends on how much I use my hand and if it's early in the morning or in the evening for some reason. I don't know why, but it's really fine. I just try to keep it clean when I'm doing stuff here. Everything fine. Thank you. Danke, Martin. Das ist sehr nett von dir. Können wir alle gebrauchen. Oscar, what are you tapping around here? What are you trying to find? Little friend. And what I like to do with Swedish meatballs, because Swedish meatballs usually come with lingonberry jam. Und es ist halt Preiselbeermarmelade natürlich. Ihr wisst Bescheid in Europa. But here we have cranberry jam instead of lingonberry, which is, it tastes very similar. It's very, very, very similar. Not the same, but you know, lingonberry is better in my opinion. It's Swedish berry. It's like itty bit, like no, that's cranberry size, but lingonberry is like tiny little berry, like you know, wild blueberries. Think about wild blueberries like that size. has the skin around it started to get hard and bumpy. That's what happened to mine eventually. It is not bumpy yet. It is a little more firm than the rest. Like a coin size, maybe. What kind of coin? A dime. I'm still not very well versed with your money. I always pay with card. But like a dime size, I would say. Where it's a little firm, but it might also just be because it feels sensitive to the touch a little bit. But it's not like hard, you know, where the skin is like rotting off or getting necrotic. Hopefully, we'll see. So, and with the Swedish meatballs, what I want to say, I bake them in the oven usually, or you do them in the pan, whatever you like. You can do the air fryer if you're one of those fancy bougie people that want the house to smell like plastic for like 3 days in a row. Go ahead, do the air fryer. I don't recommend it, but I do it in the pan. And after I'm done with baking, I use cranberry jam or preserved cranberries, like the sauce that you can get in a can or whatever. And you just put it on top of the meatballs and roll them in the cranberry sauce. Then you can put them back in the oven and roast them in the oven for a few minutes or in a pan, whatever you like. And that way they have like this like sweetish and Swedish, I guess, but sweetish, tart, nice color too, coating around it. It's a little sticky and like sweet, kind of like when you do it with barbecue sauce. Some people do that, but it has like this really like nice flavor, and it goes very well with the piment. So I really recommend doing that. The spot on the inside of my forearm ended up being about 4 inches across, and it got quite hard. It was really weird and unlike any other bite sting I've ever had. Well, yeah, I'm sure it was very different. It sounds terrible. 4 inches. That's a lot. Scary. But yeah, I forgot what the toxic is called that it puts in. Ugh, I try to remember, but I can't remember. It's just like this toxic that basically makes your tissue decompose. And then some people have to like scrape it out, right, at the doctor and have a deep scar. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I hope I don't have to take off my finger. But honestly, I really think it's a very mild case. And I don't know if that's related at all, probably not even a slight bit, but I am immune against poison ivy and I'm immune against poison oak. So I can touch it and I don't get a rash from it. So I'm hopeful that maybe my body is also like handling that stuff well. Maybe it's me being so very far away from America, like genetically, because I haven't, like my ancestors always been in Europe or always been. Although that wouldn't make sense. Technically, I would have had to be exposed to it, and my body needed to adapt to it, or my ancestors for me to be immune to it, I guess. Hmm. I don't know. Anyways, I don't react to those things. So, maybe it's the same with the spider. Or the spider really just got me a little bit, like she bit me, so I could feel it because I could feel it, but she wasn't like attached long enough to insert her poison into my finger. Because I pulled out immediately. Like she didn't like jump on me, like I did this and maybe she just like tried to get me or got me. Otherwise I wouldn't have noticed she was there. Pulled out. Maybe she only got me like a little bit. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she didn't have any poison anymore. Did she bite someone right before me? I would have probably heard about that, but are males less poisonous or females less poisonous than male spiders? I would have to look into that. Was it a young spider that's not as poisonous yet? All possibilities, maybe. I don't know. Thank you, Vishal. You too. Right in the middle of the inside of my forearm. Ugh. Oh, that sucks because you wanna like, close your arm. I'm sure that was like super painful, like having your arm down like that. Avid, thank you. You're right, I'm German. Strong. Not really. That's I don't know if that ever was a myth, but it's definitely a myth now, if it wasn't a myth before. Phone call. Okay, bye, Shuriken. Have a good phone call. Okay, let's get those meatballs rolling. Unintended. Whose stove is always dirty too? There's nothing in this house I clean more often than my stove, except for my hands and my consciousness. I mean, you were myth taken. Always. Long time no see. Hi, Esprit. Bonsoir. Mon ami. Ami says hi to her Ami. Or should I say mon chéri? I love mon chéri. My grandma loved that. Kennt jemand mon chéri? Martin, du kennst doch bestimmt mon chéri eklig, oder? So eine alte, so richtige Süßigkeit. Esprit, do you know mon chéri? That cherry praline thing? Not a fan, but I like saying mon chéri. I need some butter. Oh, Martin, schau. Was ich hab. Gibt es bei uns auch? Hier in Amerika gibt es jetzt vegane Babybel und vegane Lavash. Nee. Man, my grandma taught me that. Lavash. Was heißt nochmal das Brand in French? Lavash, baba. Rolé? Nee. Roll? Nee, keine Ahnung. I forgot. The chocolate, yes. Hi, Kahn. Moncherie hat meine Mutter oft gegessen. Ich mag es nicht. I'm sure everyone had that too. Like your parents or your grandparents or uncles or whatever or aunts, whenever you went to their house, they had this one sweet in their house. It can be a praline or like cookies or something. And it was sweet, but it always had something that you didn't like. It was like, yeah, just like one of those Danish butter cookies that are boring AF and not worth the calories. And I don't even know why you buy them. Anyways, like they would either have those plain old cookies that are always like a little stale or a little soft, and they smelled like the living room. You know what I mean? Like, or the fridge or something. Or they would have like marzipan chocolate. In my case, my dad always had marzipan chocolate, and I don't like marzipan. So I would only eat that in emergency situations where I had like the biggest sugar cravings ever, and there was no chocolate available other than that. And I'm sure he only bought that for the reason because he knew that I'm not gonna steal that chocolate from him. Lavash kiri. Oh, lavash kiri. I learned that wrong then. The laughing cow in the tree is lavash kiri. Yes, my grandma told me. Or in Germany we have the French name on it actually, and the German name. I think it's both on it, or at least at the border where I'm from, we have both on it. Billy Ray, I sure haven't. I sure haven't, and I am not planning on it. And I hope you are not either. I hope no one is. Hi, Deepak. We're making Swedish meatballs. And 1 hour of spankings, Omer. For free. Hour of spankings for free. For you. What name this dish? It is called Swedish meatballs. Habe ich schon gelesen. Ich kenne nur Kiri. Ist das dasselbe? Ähnlich. Ja, Kiri ist ähnlich. Kiri schmeckt ein bisschen anders. Kiri ist ein bisschen mehr so sahniger und neutraler vom Geschmack, finde ich. Mag ich eigentlich fast lieber. Kiri ist süß. Schon lange nicht mehr gegessen. Was kann ich sonst noch zeigen? Ja, sonst habe ich nichts Fancyes da, was ich zeigen kann in vegan leider. Wir können mal einen Taste-Test machen hier. Mit ein paar veganen Produkten, die es in Amerika gibt. Hi, Derek. I am making Swedish meatballs. Hi, Marco. I got a bite from a brown recluse when I was working out on the historic or the pioneer settlement. Omer, that answers your question too. I grabbed into a bag at work when I was like, because it was Flag Day, and we are pioneer settlement, and there was a Civil War reenactment, so obviously we need to have an obnoxious amount of American flags out there. And it cost me my finger. If I want to say it in a dramatic way. Hi, Cody. You're here. Thank you. I can get. No, we're not doing any of those. That's the wrong platform. That would be. And I don't do that. You know, that's not my style. I like to go work a normal job for my money and do this for fun. So, but everyone to each their own. You know, I'm not judging anyone that does the. If you know what I mean. Um, Thank you, Coram. What is your job? So currently I'm leading a food bank here in America. So I'm collecting food donations like crates of bananas, sweet potatoes, meat, anything that we get for free from supermarkets. Um, and for money donations, I will go buy food or order food from other organizations that um, work with food banks that give out like cans for like a relatively cheap price and do some good projects. I have to roll the meatballs now. I put my band-aid on fresh before the stream, so don't freak out. I'm cooking for myself anyway, so who are you to freak out? But I definitely have to change my band-aid after this, because that's disgusting. My name's Rika. I don't have kids, no. I have a dog and 2 cats. That is disgusting. Alcohol. Very disgusting. Is any moderator right here right now? This is definitely I don't think disgusting is the right word for it. I don't think the word has been invented for this yet, so. Bah. Resi, was ist eigentlich mehr Arbeit? Tiere oder Kinder? Das weiß ich leider nicht. Kinder habe ich immer nur, wenn ich arbeiten bin, in dem historischen Dorf. Wenn ich Schulklassen habe, dann habe ich die kurzweilig, muss die halt unterrichten, aber sonst, dann kann ich die wieder abgeben, was ich ganz gut finde, tatsächlich. Oscar is, oh, Oscar. He's in his bed, just staring into the void. Or maybe he's seeing things. I don't know if dogs can see like into a different, to like a, if they have like different frequencies that they receive things or see things. I don't know. World Cup tournament. Oh man, I haven't been. Or I'm not going to see any game. It's super expensive. Unfortunately, working on profit just not make you rich. So I don't have the financial needs to go to a game. But if I can, I'll watch them. But last time Germany was playing and won 7-1 against Curacao, I was working, so I couldn't watch it, unfortunately. Hi. Bonjour, Jamal. Or bonsoir. Comment ça va? Oscar's, yeah, I would say he's a happy dog most often. He's definitely sassy, that's for sure. try to make him happy, but it's not easy. He's very spoiled. He's spoiled rotten. He's a rotten dog, in a good way. Didn't go buy. I am in the USA, yes, but I didn't buy a ticket. I'm not rich. I don't know who can afford that, but it's not me. Ugh, I hate this pan. Oh, I wish I could use those non-stick pans, but I just can't because of the chemicals. But those stainless steel pans, in all honesty, they might have less PFAS and phthalates and microplastic and whatever, but they suck. Like everything sticks to them. Thank you, Avid. Merci, c'est. Je suis Marie. Indeed. Très bon, très bon. J'ai vraiment, j'ai vraiment. Do you know that? Martin, du kennst es hoffentlich. Ich habe mich jetzt nicht umsonst einen Affen gemacht. How many countries did you visit? Oh, we just counted them last stream. Man, how hard can it be to remember a number? Hard, in my case. Insta girl. I gave up the Insta thing a while ago. I sure liked posting stuff, you know, the whole like, not anymore, no thanks. I grew out of that. Not saying I never ever post a picture of me, but it's rare. Hi, Oscar. I cannot pet you right now. I'm cooking, and my hands are very dirty. And nothing wrong with anyone doing Instagram, of course. I just don't find any pleasure in that anymore. Never say never. Maybe the time will come back where I feel like I need to post my face every 5 minutes of my life. But I think it will probably be more the opposite, honestly. The older you get, the less excited you get about posting your picture or your photos for some reason. I mean, I guess it has reasons. You know. I also almost doubled in size since I came to America. Not fully, obviously, but I made them a little soft. So it's way easier to make them in the oven when they're soft. I like when they have a soft consistency and then they're like super juicy. In the pan, they turn more into like German looking meat patties. So I recommend making them in the oven, just popping them in at 400 degrees for like 10 minutes each side. And you just like toss them, you know, and then do 10 more minutes. And then you put the cranberry sauce on, do 5 more minutes with the sauce on. And then all together, it's like 25 minutes roughly, and it should be good. Yes, I'm Fairman. I'm not the Fairman. The Fairman in German means the ferryman. So don't worry, I'm not the ferryman. I'm not going to take you anywhere. I'm just a German. I like food pictures, and I post them more often recently. Me too. Yes, I always like food pictures. Food pictures. Oops. All the Germans were like, "What did you just say?" I tried to say. I could also make a Swedish joke right now that only Germans would understand, but since my YouTube is also partly German, I'm scared of saying it and YouTube interpreting it wrong. But making or doing in Swedish means Fick. Ah. And it doesn't make any sense for Americans or English speaking people, but it's like the equivalent for FUCK. That means doing. Like just doing, making, doing stuff. Okay, I'm glad you understand it. I mean, I have never been to Africa before, no. Like food picture, I read it already. Okay, so I got my stuff ready. Ugh. So mushy. I made them too soft. I didn't put enough bread in. Well, we're being real here. We're not faking anything. Sometimes things don't go as planned. Yesterday, you won't believe me now, but yesterday my meatballs were perfect. I made a batch yesterday for a dinner party. Or 2 days ago? I forgot. But they came out perfectly. They looked like store-bought. I was very proud of them. And I'm not just saying it to defend myself here, but of course on stream they're not as good, but oh well. Thank you, Omer. Yes, I make or I do live streams every other day usually. Sometimes every day, depends. Batman auf Swedish Lederlappen. Das stimmt, yes. Or Harry Potter. I've tried to read Harry in school. I tried to read Harry Potter in French to practice French when I was still able to speak it, believe it or not. But my brain did not hold on to it, unfortunately. But the wand was called Baguette Magique. For me, that's the most ridiculous name for a wand. Oh, Harry, he put out his or took out his Baguette Magique, whatever that means. Isn't that always the way the camera comes on and everything goes to, yes. Honestly, and cooking is the thing I'm confident in, so well, not anymore. um, you are from Tyskland. I'm from Germany. I speak a little bit Swedish, but I'm not Swedish. And I'm making Swedish meatballs right now, if that makes me any more Swedish, but I'm German by birth. Look, French, it's a compliment. French women are so attractive. Well, I have French in me. Erase that. I have French, a French side from my dad. My dad had some French ancestors, so you're not wrong. But I'm German. Definitely potato. Unmistakably, undoubtedly, a German potato with a little bit of French, um, French cheese, raclette cheese. Oh yeah, raclette cheese. I like that. German potatoes with raclette cheese on top. Doesn't get any better than that. And I'm talking about the food, obviously, not myself. But raclette cheese, if you never had that, you're missing out. That's definitely the benefit of growing up at the French and Swiss border. You will have cheese and cheese and cheese everywhere. I don't know if it's a benefit now that I think about it. No. Tastes good. Sind Kartoffeln nicht Kartoffeln, egal wo? Denke ich schon. Töften sind Töften. Ich hatte Cordon Bleu mit Kartoffelsalat erst kürzlich. Habe ich gelesen. Ja, lecker. Cordon Bleu hätte ich schon lange nicht mehr. Müssen wir auch mal machen. Aber das wüsste ich zum Beispiel jetzt nicht, wie ich das. Ah, doch, ja klar, mit vegan. Nee, Hackfleisch geht ja nicht. Ich bräuchte ja dann so ein richtiges Stück Fleisch. Ja, na, eher nicht. Good morning to Melbourne. Oi. Hi, I'm from Germany. People speaking English think about bread when they hear the word baguette, but it simply means a stick. Stick. Okay, Sven. Very, very cool. They smell good, but they look like crap. Well, but they got a nice color to it. Well, I'm just gonna put my lid on, or pop my lid on if I want to sound a little bit cooler in American. That itself is very uncool to say, but I'm gonna pop my lid on real quick and let that simmer for a little bit. It's really hard to make that meat in the middle cook through without the things burning. So there's lids for reasons. Pots and pans have lids for a reason. It cooks faster and more evenly, and you can get the inside cooked better if you're putting a lid on once in a while. What is the protein? I used pork and beef mix. It's for the hubby's lunch, and I'm gonna freeze the rest of them. So I always have some on hand. So I just want to have them made because he was craving that dish. So I was like, okay, because we have it in IKEA. So this is like the typical IKEA meal. Just mashed potatoes, brown mushroom gravy, or they don't do mushroom gravy. I like mushroom gravy, so I made mushroom gravy yesterday from scratch with shiitake mushrooms, lion's mane, and oyster mushrooms. And just let it cook very long to get all the flavor out. So I did that yesterday. Today we're making the meatballs, and then I'm making mashed potatoes tomorrow morning early. I know. If you don't have any other things to do, you do mashed potatoes in the morning. I don't know. Today's my day off, so why not? And so I'm doing that. Peas and carrots, so I already have them made yesterday. So I have some in the fridge, and I made a cucumber salad with dill. So Sushi, mach mal einen Stream, wo du Englisch sprichst. Klingt bestimmt super. Kann ich mir schon richtig gut vorstellen. Thank you, XD. Oh, sorry, I forgot your real name. I can't remember everything. Sounds nice. The Italian meatballs are great with a bit of spicy sausage added. Beef and pork go great together. Yes, in Germany we usually mix beef and pork too. First of all, who has money to buy beef? Like just beef? Super expensive. And like in America there's so many options where you buy like 90% lean and 10% fat. What's that nonsense? Like we need a little bit of flavor if we're already eating meat, right? We don't want to eat like just muscle meat. Like you want a little bit of flavor in there, obviously. Kein Problem, Sushi. Ich weiß schon, was du meinst. Der Akzent ist witzig. Den werde ich wohl auch nie loswerden, aber passt. Das ist mein Herausstellungsmerkmal hier im Süden von den USA. Die Leute mögen deutschen Akzent hier, warum auch immer. People here in the South like German accent. I always wonder why, because I don't think it's very pleasant to hear, but some people tell me they like it. How many years you are in the US? I love your English accent, thank you. I am here for 2.5 years, approximately. Corleone, ja, ich bin Deutsch, she is in German. I had German lessons at school. It was really difficult. Yes, peer scooter. That's probably the only question in that relation I would ever answer, because I will never understand the point of doing something like that. But so no. To answer that real quick, even though it's none of your business, but people that do that, what's wrong with you? Like I can't even get blood drawn without like freaking out about that. So what's the point of doing that? I don't understand, but to each their own, right? Hi to Malaysia. Sticht weltweit hervor, man weiß sofort, wo man herkommt. Das stimmt. Man, man hört sofort, wenn jemand auch aus Deutschland ist. Das ist mir schon ein paar Mal passiert. The Germans are everywhere, honestly. I remember that was the craziest German encounter I ever had. I never forget that. So, you expect Germans to be everywhere where you travel. So there's not been one country or place where I've never seen a German, but this one time it was early in the morning. I was on my way to university in China. So I was on the subway. Early in the morning, like 7 in the morning or so, subway in China, going to my university because I was too lazy to walk. Or a little, I think it was raining. It was monsoon season, so I didn't take my bicycle. So I was just writing and like practicing vocabularies or reading something, and I just hear like those like Swabian, like German people, like from Schwaben, like Schwäbisch sprechen, Swabian people. That's like a very like distinguished dialect that you can have. And they were just like, Stephanie, heb bitte mal das Bonbonpapierle auf. Das geht gar nicht, dass du das jetzt fallen lässt. Und dann dachte ich mir nur, I was just like, did I just hear it right? So I turned around and I was like, boah, nee. Die Schwaben, die verfolgen ja nach überall hin. I couldn't believe it. I was like, nee, it's too early for it. So I was used to Chinese people talking about, when they saw like Europeans, and they would like talk about you, not thinking you would understand. And then if you would just like, I would always wait until I left the subway and I would just let them talk the entire time. And then once I left, I would just like wish them a nice day or just agree or disagree with something they said or say like, thank you for saying that, blah, blah. If they gave me a compliment without telling me, if they said something nice to each other, I mean, I'd be like, oh, thank you. That's very nice of you. And they'd be like, oh, I'm sorry. We talked about you the entire time. So that's probably a little bit mean that I didn't say it earlier, but it was always funny to do that. Yeah. Thank you. Opname. Appreciate the coin. Thank you so much. Freilich. Ja, freilich. Bayern habe ich tatsächlich keine gesehen in China. Nur die Schwaben. Mit dem Bonbonpapierle. Hätte ich niemals gedacht, dass ich jemals das Wort Bonbonpapierle dort hören werde, aber habe ich. Bread. Very, very interesting. Relatively speaking, perhaps I still remember 90s. Oops. 90s prices. Oh, was hat Martin gesagt? Pork should be affordable. Yeah, I mean, it considering or relatively to the beef prices, I guess it is much cheaper. I don't buy meat except for work, like food bank, or if I have like hosting party. Guess I'm at that age where I'm hosting dinner parties, so we're all not getting younger. I'm just gonna go with the flow. So, and I honestly always liked hosting dinner parties, don't get me wrong. So I don't even know why I said that. I always liked cooking for people much more than cooking for myself. I don't really enjoy cooking for myself very much, but I love cooking for other people. And if they have any requests, like, hey, can you make Schnitzel? Can you make, and I know, Martin, it's not, Wiener Schnitzel is not Deutsch, it's not German. So Schnitzel is traditionally Austrian, by the way, for anyone. I still need to make this video. I have so little time, unfortunately, but I wish I could do YouTube full time. But at the same time, I really enjoy my job so much that I don't want to. So you get what you get. We'll take it one step at a time, but still want to make a video where I'm debunking German food. Stuff like Reuben sandwiches, German chocolate cake, or pretzels with beer sauce. Delicious, but certainly not German. So I just want to debunk some myths eventually. Welcome back, BT. Thank you, Brett. You are too. What is your purpose to make live streams? What is your purpose for watching a live stream? Have you tried probiotic Pepsi? I have not, but I saw your picture. Ist so, oder? Finde ich auch. I'm washing my sticky fingers. Ali, I'm not planning on dating anyone here, so this question is none of anyone's concern in general. So, but thanks for the question. I cook for myself out of necessity, but I love cooking for people. Seems like a great way to show that you care about someone. I agree. Yes, I think cooking is like some form of like, kind of like a love language. You know how there's like different love language people say, and cooking is definitely the one for me. I guess it's like just acts of service is usually my love language, I would say, and cooking is a big part of that. Also, I had some carrots that I cooked for Oscar, and they already started growing. And for some reason, I'm really weird with that kind of stuff. You remember the potato heart? It's still there, by the way. Don't judge me. And I felt so bad about those carrots in my fridge because they tried so hard to like grow and like make life or like keep living that I cut off a little piece and left the root on. So I'm gonna plant them with the potato heart eventually. So remind me, please. I don't want them to rot in my kitchen. Like the potato heart. The potato heart is a rock now. At this point, it's a fossil. So, yeah, it's like a rock. So this used to be a potato. Also got a dried shiitake mushroom that I never used, and I found at the bottom of my fridge. And when I clean out my fridge once a month at the end of every month or the beginning, depends. And I found this dry little fella, so I'm gonna use it for like a broth or something. But yeah, I'm gonna plant those because if something's fighting so hard to stay alive, it deserves a second chance, doesn't it? Pasta lover says the one that's called pasta lover. Very interesting name with that comment or statement. You're probably not wrong, but it's very inappropriate to say something like that to someone. I think the world would be a little bit of a better place if everyone just was more concerned about their own stuff in that sense, or kept some things to themselves. Like some things don't need to be said. You can think them, but I promise you, no one, maybe except for your very close family, cares about your opinion, like a slight bit, in that sense at least. What happened to your finger? I got a bite from a brown recluse. How many days ago? Like, thank you for the star. Appreciate that. Is it? Appreciate it. About a week ago now, I think. A little bit less. Thank you. BT, appreciate it. I do like bread, yes. Many thanks, guys, for the uh, gifts, emojis. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, I like bread, obviously. I'm German. What a question. Of course I like bread. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Patty. Really bizarre, Pink Lady Cosmic Crisp. We're talking about apples. Oh, something really weird happened in the last month. Oh, with 3 different types of apples, they're perfectly firm and look great on the outside, but then they are brown under the skin. Well, I can only assume it's because they're spraying something onto the apples to keep them fresh from the outside. It's like acetate, something like that. It's like they treat it with like a gas and then also with like a spray that sticks to the apples, kind of like a wax. Keeps them fresh from the outside, kind of seals it, but it still rots from the inside eventually. And they keep apples. You would be surprised. I talked to someone, a farmer, and he told me they would. It might not be true. It might only be like here or in his case, but he said that they would keep apples for almost like a year, So apples are oftentimes really, really old when you buy them, especially when it's not apple season. It depends on where they're from. You don't like German bread? Patrick, was machst du denn noch in Deutschland? Die haben dich doch bestimmt schon längst rausgeschmissen oder schieben dich bald ab. Ich mag kein Bier, deswegen haben sie mich hier nach Amerika geschickt, wo es nur ekliges Bier gibt, wo es keinen Unterschied macht, weil ich das nicht trinke. Jetzt bin ich hier. So, also sag's mal lieber nicht zu laut, nicht, dass du sonst auch noch ausgewiesen wirst. Pumpernickel auch lecker. Toast ist auch. Toast? Patrick, dann auf nach Amerika. Hier kriegst du ganz viel Toast. Schau, und das ist sogar von der deutschen Bäckerei, aber selbst dort machen sie Toast. Das könnte deine Bäckerei sein. She looks. I'm from the US. Well, I'm technically from Germany. I live in the US, but I'm definitely from Pakistan. No, I think I would know or remember that. A man told his friend, "My wife is an angel." The friend replied, "You're lucky. Mine is still alive." That's sad, Demon. That's a sad joke. I've heard that they store apples in special warehouses with the air removed and replace the inert gas for extended periods. Mm-hmm. Yep. Gas is usually treatment to keep stuff fresh for very, very long. So potatoes, I think. What else? I think apples. I think potatoes too, because sometimes you can tell that the potatoes you're buying are really, really squishy inside too, and like soft, and sometimes like rotten inside. Onions, I'm not sure, and carrots, I believe, but look more into that. I can't give you. I don't know for sure, obviously. But yeah, I heard the same thing, Shuriken. My doctor had German accent. She grew up in Romania, spoke 4 languages. Oh wow, good for her. 4 languages, impressive. Are you okay, Jay? Everything going well? I heard you when you say you are the doctor. Hope you're okay. Hand is still, fingers still on, so that's all we want. And it's a little, mm, not inflamed, just a little tender. I definitely feel that, like, something happened with it. It's not like feeling normal, but also not like where I'm like worried or anything. I'm keeping it clean, and I'm changing my band-aid like 4 times a day or so. So, because I wash my hands all the time. That sounds terrible. Bony, is that the actual name of that? Ew. I'm a human. I don't like the most others. Yeah, Patrick. Kann ich gut nachvollziehen manchmal. Ich mag Tiere manchmal auch lieber als Menschen, aber es gibt auch sehr nette Menschen. Also hier sehe ich das immer wieder. Also manchmal, in manchen Streams, an manchen Tagen denkt man sich so, oh je, aber oft sind überwiegend die netten Leute. Keep an eye on it. Use antibiotic ointment. I will. I do. I still have like I bought another new little thing of Near something. You know what I mean. Stäbchen. Moin. Du meinst wohl eher mitten in der Nacht bei euch? Yes, Brett. I'm still hoping to turn into Spider-Woman. It's not working. It worked yesterday a little bit. Like a little bit came out, but I'm still practicing. So we'll see. We'll see where we are tomorrow. Tune back in on the weekend. Maybe I'll be better with my Spider-Woman skills until then. But like I said, I'll do all the cool stuff. I'm going to use all the benefits I have from being Spider-Woman, but I'm not going to save the world. I'm not going to do any of that stuff. Way too much responsibility. I'm getting way too, achy and tired. We're not getting younger, so I'm not going to do the whole like saving the world crap. That's not going to happen. Spider-Woman or not. I'm not going to take up that burden. Don't make it back soon. I hope everyone has a wonderful night. You as well, Shuriken. Thank you for sticking around and for saying hi. It's a traditional meal. Heard it from a I thought cow worker. I was like reading cow worker. Co-worker. There we go. That's the first time I tried to read co-worker as cow worker. Well, it's yeah, you never know. Really weird, the whole gas thing. It is. It is. Talking about that, it's also the common way of I'm not gonna use any words because of YouTube. A way of preparing meat, like animals in the meat industry. The gas is a common way to make them fall asleep. You know, in a definitely way more drastic way, if you know what I mean. They're using those cages where they put in the animals and then they put them down underground and then they release that. And that's the way they, do it. In case you didn't know, in the UK, it's 90% of the common practice. Or 90% of the meat, like the pork or pigs, are produced like that. I said I live on the moon, but not even there I have my peace. Well, they're starting to go to the moon now, so good luck with that. There's no escaping. Okie dokie. So this is my mushroom gravy I made yesterday. Yeah, genau. Yes, Jay, that one. Canada won 6-0 against who? 2:03 Erfrischungsstäbchen. Du hast Nachtschicht, oder? Erfrischungsstäbchen. Ich bin mir nicht mehr sicher. Mein Gedächtnis lässt langsam nach. Die Demenz setzt ein. Hoffentlich nicht. But yeah, my meatballs, there they are. They don't look the prettiest. They're nicer when you bake them in the oven. You can keep them rounder that way. And I made them a little bit too soft. So, köttbullar, or köttbullar, as Swedish people would say, probably. I am not, Brett. Pronounced Neospor. Thank you, Fun. Or Jay. Appreciate that. With great power comes great responsibility. Exactly. That Spider Woman, and I have the power of the spoon, which gives me even more power. So, but I'm still staying true to myself, to my humble self. I'm not getting over my head just because I have the power of the spoon. A spoon to rule them all. If you know what I'm trying to say or what I'm referring to. Y'all better watch Lord of the Rings or you'll get the spoon. I have the all spider powers, including web shooting too. Monster, how cool! So if we really have to save the world, you or we can help each other out. That's good to know. I'm not the only one. Subtropische Nacht, ich hoffe, dass es bei dir Englisch aufbesserte, ist not good looking now. Das ist okay. That is okay, Sushi. There's always room to improve. Right? Listening comprehension, part 1. Löffel. Spoon. The spoon. What can they do with the spoon? Spanking. What else can you do with a spoon? Stir. Rühren. Here. Fork. Gabel. Fork. Why guys put nails on their nails? I don't know. I don't. I have my natural nails. I never understood the putting nails on top of nails. I guess some people can't grow long nails or long enough nails, or they have like brittle nails, and that's why they put plastic nails on top of their real nails. But I have very strong natural nails, luckily. Englisch ist auch eher eine Gefühls... Ist doch gut. Gefühl ist immer gut. Man muss bei allem immer ein bisschen Gefühl haben. Also, solange man sich verständigen kann und durch die Welt kommt, das reicht. Man muss nicht fließende Sprache sprechen. You can't focus because of the spoon monster? That better be the answer. Otherwise, you'll deserve the spoon double. I'm not American, but since I'm German. Ah, hier, da haben sich 2 Deutsche gefunden. Sushi und Patrick. Sehr gut. Swedish of funny, Marmorkuchen heißt ja, Sushi, da siehst du sprichst Schwedisch. Ja, für alle, Deutschen. Machen heißt F-I-C-K-A oder, sogar F-I-C-K-E-R. Kommt drauf an, welche Anrede oder welche Person, also männlich, weiblich und so weiter oder welche Zeitform. Aber, und dein Kuchen heißt K-A-K-A. Hast du recht. Also überlegt euch mal, was es heißt, wenn man sagt, ich mache Kuchen oder ich mache einen Kuchen. Ja, ja. Interessante Sprache, nicht wahr? Und man muss mal drüber nachdenken, dass die Sprachen ja ursprünglich das gleiche waren. Die sind ja beide, kommen ja aus der gleichen Sprachfamilie und haben sich dann irgendwann getrennt. Also ob sich da irgendein Deutscher was aus Spaß dabei gedacht hat und es dann einfach dort verbreitet hat und es lustig fand, dass es alle gesagt haben, kann ich mir gut vorstellen. There's a Spanish dish called carne mapache, which is the same concept, but ground beef is mixed with lime juice. Ooh, lime juice makes everything good. Better. I think I would probably like that better. The Spanish version. That sounds really good. That is nasty, Oma. You don't like it? Hi, Sing. Thank you, John. Power from the Sprachen. Yes, indeed. I'm very simple. Thank you. I'm very simple. Wow. A nice compliment. I think it even says in my YouTube description something about my simple life. I wrote that a while ago, so I need to revise that or renew that one day, but I'm just too lazy. The spoon looks like une baguette magique. Oui, c'est une baguette magique. What does spanking mean in French? Esprit. That's an important word for me to know. I'm learning only the important words. Can anyone... Brett. Was sagt Purpose? Grund. Ich kann auf verschiedene Sprachen. Sehr gut, auch wichtig. Patrick. Beenden wäre wichtiger als anfangen, glaube ich. Etymologie, ja, ich auch. Musste man in der Uni auch mal machen. Culerie. Merci, Esprit. And that rhymes. Good, you learn some word Deutsch. Yes, I'm trying to teach y'all some German here. Man, I'm all the way up there. I'm so sorry. I'm scrolling down real quick. If you wanna repeat something you said, write it again, please. Was kochst du? Kannst du mir zeigen, was du machst? Ich habe schwedische Fleischbällchen gemacht. Köttbullar. Holen wir doch mal eins raus, um es euch zu zeigen. Nicht wahr? Naja, da. Gut sieht's nicht aus, aber es schmeckt hoffentlich. Ist ja nicht für mich. Okay, BT. Oh, enjoy the bike ride. How fun. 63 degrees. 67 would be better, but 63 sounds like a really good temperature. That's nice. I love a mild day outside on a bicycle. Nothing feels better than riding on a bicycle. It's just something about it. It's like going for a walk, just much faster, and I don't know, it's just like that smooth movement. It's just something about riding a bike. I love it a lot. Especially when I haven't been on one in a while. I always like enjoy a bicycle a lot. Dankeschön, beautiful. Hoffentlich. Uh-oh, don't say it, Jay. Better let your husband know that there are lots of suitors here trying to steal you from him. Well, I get the spoon, so we're good. Don't worry about it. Frau 8 ist auch... Ach, Patrick, kennst du Frau Marco auch? Ist witzig. Bei Marco, Resi zum Beispiel und Shuriken und BT, nee, BT nicht. Shuriken, Resi und mindestens noch ein, zwei andere, dessen fällt jetzt gerade nicht ein, wer, sind auch rüber zu Marco und von Marco sind manchmal auch ein paar hier. Das ist also die Deutschen untereinander, wir kennen uns alle. Kleine Welt für uns Deutsche. Interaktiv, sag ich mal. I'm 67, Monster. And I'm doing good, thank you for asking. I made meatballs. You want to try one? You better tell them it tastes good, or he knows. He would know. Hi, Eric. What is my channel about? The power of the spoon, cooking, languages, life in the US as a German, immigrating to America. I take you to my work at the pioneer settlement, from like the 1800s settlement. Camping, hiking, Oscar, of course. He's right there in the back. Do you see my dog? Oscar! He's in his little bed. My cats, everything that I feel like. Nature. So I'll try to be more consistent. I know I keep saying that, but try to be more consistent with making videos. I don't think it will be like the thing that makes my channel grow, because people don't watch my videos. They're here for live streams usually. But I really enjoy making videos. I like the creativity I can put in, the way to cut something to make it funny, or like create like an atmosphere, or just like to show you recipes and stuff. I really enjoy that freedom I have there. So I'm definitely gonna be making them more often. Yeah, all kinds of stuff. But live streams most of the time, I guess. Try to make them every 2 or do them every 2 days. Neither, Ami. Ihr seht beide nach Amiland, das ergibt Sinn, aber wenn man scrollt, sieht man schnell dieselben immer wieder. Ja, klar, wenn wir als Deutsche in Amerika gibt es jetzt nicht so mega viele, wahrscheinlich schon, aber ja, so viel wahrscheinlich auch nicht auf YouTube, denke ich mal. Und dadurch, dass wir uns dadurch, dass wir uns gegenseitig folgen, weiß YouTube das wahrscheinlich irgendwie auch und kann da die Leute so ein bisschen connecten und gegenseitig den Leuten von mir ihm vorschlagen oder seinen Leuten vorschlagen und andersrum auch. Ich denke mal, dass es schon irgendwie so auch verbunden ist. Obviously, I'm not 67, but thanks for considering that is true. Hopefully, yeah, one day I'll be 67. Hopefully, if I can make it there, we'll try my best. You wanna grow? All you do is show your feet, Ami. Goodness, the things you gotta do for YouTube. Okay, I want 200 more subscribers now. Let's go. You talked about the cat, Oscar, the food. You only forgot to mention your husband. Oh yes, of course. He does his TED Talks sometimes. The unrequested ones, like the unasked for ones. They are always very fun if he like goes on a rant for 20 minutes. But very true, Esprit. How could I forget about that? Duolingo? Not with socks on. Marco, das ist ja nur für Channel Members. Ohne. Da muss man schon auch dann für zahlen. So geht's nicht. Die Welt ist nicht gratis. Natürlich nicht, es war nur ein Spaß, natürlich. It was just a joke. Duolingo, I use Duolingo sometimes for just not remembering, not revising. Oh my goodness, see, I need it. To practice vocabularies, I usually do it for Chinese or Swedish. This stuff I don't often use, that way it's really good. It's just like it brings up old words that you haven't used in a while, and it tests your the older levels all the time and brings up older words and new words. It's like a nice combination, but you're not gonna get like super fluent or anything with that. Obviously, you need to speak it and be around people that speak it, listen to stuff, watch stuff, and like use it. Most importantly, if you want to learn a language, you gotta use it. So if you can, go to the country where they speak it, but obviously that is not always the case. Not everyone can just like go to a country to learn a language. I was very lucky that I got the opportunity back then to move over there to learn it. And now with English here in America, it helped me a lot being faster with speaking, and I don't have to think about the words that long anymore. But we all start somewhere, right? Do you work in finance or warehousing? Is there only those two options? Then I have to say warehousing, I guess, because I'm leading a food bank here in America, so I have to be in a warehouse, so to say, the storage rooms quite often, or other people's warehouses where I pick up donations. So I guess warehouse. I'm a warehouse worker. Dankeschön, Patrick. Gute Nacht, Patrick. Schlaf schön. Schöne Träume. Hat mich gefreut. Bis zum nächsten Mal vielleicht. Dylan, guess what? That's what it's for. It's for spankings, obviously, not for cooking. I have my other spoons for cooking. This is specifically my spanking spoon. I'm not taking out the belt. The belt is that's like the last resort. So, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen auch an dich. Oh, ups, jetzt habe ich euch fast blockiert hier. Hey, we have 98 likes. Thanks, guys and girls and everything in between and under. I appreciate that. I just realized that I just looked up there because I saw those numbers up there. Sometimes I don't really like forget that they're there, and when I look, I'm like, oh wow, thanks. That's very kind. It's very rare that we hit like 3 digits up there. So once we get close, I'm like, oh, thanks. I guess it must be the spoon, the power of the spoon. Like I said, one spoon to rule them all. Okay, gute Nacht, Esprit, bonne nuit. Mist. Was wollte ich sagen? Schöne Träume. Come on, ich weiß doch, was es heißt. Ich muss mir echt Französisch auf Duolingo runterladen, dass ich wenigstens die Basics mal wieder auffrische oder lernen kann von vorne, sag ich mal. Ist ja schrecklich. Oh je. Naja, der Mensch lässt grüßen. Gute Nacht, Esprit, schlaf schön, bis zum nächsten Mal. Bonne nuit. We need more. Oh yay, 102. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. And girls, of course. I don't know if it's just guys. But my demographics, which I don't like, I love you all. And I mean it. And it's very, I'm very, very grateful for everyone. And I'm very happy you are here. But the statistic says it's 75% man and 25% woman. Women. So I don't know how I can, make more women watch the stream or my videos. But can't force anyone, obviously, even though I have the spoon to rule them all, but it not women. I don't know. Maybe women have they're immune to the spoon, which rhymes. So I don't know. Stepson adopt me. Goodness gracious. You think I want to deal with having a stepson? No thanks. The spoon would be glowing. And something else would be glowing.
Meatball.
Not mine. Meatball, yes.
Meatball.
You want to try one?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm a German grandma already. Good?
Very good.
Are you just saying it? You want it with some gravy? Or should I pack it for tomorrow?
I'm not worried
about Oh my goodness. Wow. So I've been slacking on the lunchbox department the entire week. And I know I'm not a trad wife or any crap like that. I just like cooking. I like making lunch boxes. Judge me if you want to. I don't care. I like making lunch boxes for people. For my husband, I like making them for friends. I like making them for coworkers sometimes. I like making food and giving people food. So I was a little behind on the lunchbox department. So I was like, okay, at least for Friday, I'm going to make a nice meal, a nice lunchbox. And now I just remember that tomorrow we all have the day off because we're in America and it's the day off. So, well, at least we have some lunch for tomorrow. And I just eat mashed potatoes with gravy and some peas. That works. Well, well, well. Whip. He doesn't deserve it because he said my meatballs taste good. So he's getting spared today. Marco. I'm not fighting you, don't worry. This is all just a joke, obviously. I'm not gonna spank anyone. And there's a phone screen between all of us, so you're safe for now. Till I put a curse on you when I'm back at the historic settlement. And that was a joke too, obviously. I'm not cursing anyone. Luckily, I don't have the powers to do so, and I would never do so if I had them. So you're all good. This is all just a joke. Yeah, right. Believe it or don't. He just stretched out his feet. He's so cute. He was like, meow, and he was like, his toes too, like his toe in his hand. So like, meow. So cute. He just likes his belly rubs. You're ridiculous. Yes, I said it. But cute. Where are you from? I'm from Germany and I live in the United States. Oh, Whisker, I completely forgot to say hi to you. I just remember that you were here. I remember seeing the green name. So if someone is green, that means they're a channel member. Yeah, channel member. So you can become a scrunchie. There's 3 steps to become a scrunchie. There's like the first, second, and third, and your name will turn green. And there's like stickers and stuff. And I don't know. I need to also update those if anyone ever wants to become a scrunchie or scrunch face, a scrunch master. Um, there's some perks with that. Like a birthday card, handwritten birthday card, and a Christmas card for those that celebrate Christmas. I know not everyone does. The cat is cute, but not. He sure is cuter than me. That is for sure. Hi, Roshan. Dragon, that's a good question. I don't know about it either. I will bring old Germany. I don't know, Adam. I'm not making this political at all. Political things they already divide a lot of people and countries, and we don't need no politics here. Sometimes we do talk about it, just some interesting stuff, but I try to people are so much more than their political views and their age, gender, body size, stuff like that. So I'll try to keep that all, um, out of here. So yeah. Mods on lunch break, yes. Mods on lunch break, they deserve it. Unpaid, of course. My lunch break is not paid. So they have to keep it really short. And well, mentally fun, LJ. Welcome to the club. I guess we're going to the same class. I guess. I don't think I've ever evolved from that. Maybe a little bit sometimes, but most often not. But honestly, life's a little bit better if you're mentally like still a little younger. I was just like less serious and more fun that way. I would say so, at least. Do you vape? I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do anything that is slightly. Okay, no, I'm wrong. I was about to say I don't do anything that is slightly addictive. I do sugar, unfortunately. I'm having a really hard time letting go of sugar. I had times in my life where I cut it out fully. Like, I'm unfortunately one of those people that can only do 100% no sugar or eat all the sugar stuff that I want. I have a really hard time finding moderation with sugary stuff. And I certainly want to go back to the times where I didn't eat it because it just has a lot of benefits and it makes me feel much better. And whenever I eat a lot of sugar, I can feel I'm really like crashing in the afternoons, because of the insulin spikes and all that. And same with like eating a lot of pasta or big amounts of potatoes. I can definitely tell if I eat something like this, I will be super tired afterwards. So I try to like for lunch at the moment eat like salads and then eat like something more carby in the evenings because I don't care if I get tired in the evening, I want to be tired in the evening. So yeah. I enjoy hot chocolate in the evening. Ooh, yeah. I would enjoy hot chocolate in the evening too, or any time of the day actually, but hot chocolate is definitely good. Hi, Parpet. Um, yes. You too, Jay? You're one too? Same here. But yeah, no, I do not vape or anything like that. Strivio, you found me in someone else's account. What was that? Which account was that? Um, conscious about your diet. I'm not really. I mean, do I look like it? Certainly not. Need some insight. Like I said. That poor husband. Let him do what he wants. If it's not hurting anyone. Um, Max, you can share your preferences, but I'm certainly not gonna share mine. Thank you, cool and happy. My hairstyle is just working all day, sweating and humidity, and cooking in the kitchen and working in the storage or warehouse. That's my hairstyle today. So it's like super messy. I almost didn't stream because I was like, I can't possibly stream like this. I looked like I got an electric shock or something, but oh, who cares, right? I don't have any talents, so I can't show any. Sorry. All right, I guess I caught up with everything. Yeah, Jay, that is true. The longer the live stream, the creepier it gets. That's usually why I hop off nowadays after like an hour or so. I used to have like super long live streams, like 2 or 3 hours long. I don't know how I had that time, but apparently I had it. So but yeah, I'm gonna leave you all alone. Or I'll let you all go. So das bezaubernd Anmut, Lächeln kann jeder und der Klang deiner Stimme. Oh, danke, Sushi. Das ist sehr lieb von dir. Weiß ich sehr zu schätzen. Ja, danke für das Kompliment, dass du meine Stimme magst und so weiter. Das andere weiß ich nicht, ob das stimmt. Meine Stimme finde ich ganz okay, da stimme ich dir zu. Beim anderen danke dafür, aber ja, das geht dann doch ein bisschen zu weit. Aber weiß ich zu schätzen. Vielen Dank. Du bist auch sehr nett. Ich sehe dich natürlich nicht, so wie ihr mich seht, aber ihr seid alle schön und bezaubernd und ganz liebe Menschen. Danke, dass ihr hier seid. Thank you all for watching, for joining me here in the kitchen, making Swedish meatballs today. And no, I'm not from Ukraine, I'm from Germany, but I live in the United States. I see you and I get a surge of enthusiasm. I don't know. I'm certainly not very enthusiastic, but I appreciate it. Or maybe I don't know. Am I enthusiastic? What a word! You put me up. You set me up for that. For failure. Thank you, user. Enthusiasm. Enthusiasm. There we go. Gotta like loosen up the tongue a little bit. Enthusiasm. Something Snape would say in Harry Potter. Enthusiasm. Well, anyways, I added them to the list of words I can pronounce. I have a list of words I cannot pronounce very well in English, and I always try to avoid saying them. And this is gonna be added now. So, hi Nico. Nico, you have a lot of names. It's a very long name. So, but yeah. Thank you for saying bye and for sticking around, for being here, for hanging out, and always appreciate it. Always have a lot of fun talking to you all, and even the creeps sometimes because I don't know. Sometimes it's good to get a good mix of everything, you know. It gives you a good. Sometimes this live stream is like a little microcosm that's like showing you the whole world, just like in a small microcosm. That's the live stream or the chat. And it gives me a good, you know, view on where the world is at right now. And so it's like watching the news kind of a little bit. So yeah, thanks for that. Bis später. Thank you, Hishav. See you all next time. So stupidity, yes. So true. So stupidity. On that note, I'll let you all go. Bye bye. Tschüss, auf Wiedersehen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Schlaf gut. Sweet dreams. Schöne Träume. And yeah, bye. Tschüss. Okay, Jay, I'll check it out. Tschüss. Bis später. Bis zum nächsten Mal. And thanks for subscribing and for liking. Appreciate that. Thanks. Oscar, you want to say bye real quick? Hold on. Hold on. Don't leave. Oscar. There he comes. The man of the hour. Oscar. No. No. Wrong direction. Come. Come on, booty steps. Come on. Yes, you heard that right. Come here. Come on. I want to see you. Hi. Oh, you smell the meatballs. Oh, they're so tasty. You want to have some dinner? Yeah? I'm going to feed Oscar a little bit dinner now. He already had way too much food today, but the older he gets, I cannot resist. So cute. Your lip is a little stuck. Yeah, you look silly. You look so silly. Bye, everyone. Sweet dreams. Oscar's gonna have his dinner now. Bye bye. Tschüss. Bis dann.